Hey horse friends, this is Becca Salomon, and you're either listening to us or watching us online. If you're listening to us, you're probably on Blog Talk Radio. And if you're watching us, you might be on our YouTube channel or on Facebook. And either way, just welcome and glad that you're here and tuned in to us. Today I have a special guest on the line with me, and she is, are you from Tuscaloosa? I forgot to ask you that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. She's all the way from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and she is the volunteer coordinator and works with fundraising for the TROT program that's in Tuscaloosa, which is the Therapeutic Riding of Tuscaloosa. And her name is Christy Fleming. Welcome to the show, Christy. How are you doing today?
Thank you so much, Rebecca. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome, and I'm really excited to have you on the show because I've been reading about what y'all been doing online, but I really don't know that much about it. So if you could just kind of give an overview of what TROT is all about first.
Sure, and I really appreciate you giving us this opportunity and being interested in us. We're a therapeutic riding center for all special needs, every kind of challenge that there is. We're a 501c3 organization that provides lessons, therapeutic riding, and other therapies to individuals in the West Alabama area. Our horses and staff are specially trained, and the miracles you see in autistic kids develop social skills, and kids with attention deficit learn to pay attention and reduce medication. The uses is really amazing. So we just, we have our fundraisers, and that's why we're here, is to help raise money because we are a nonprofit. And the more that we can provide for our area, the easier that it is on our horses and our staff and our clients. And we even have school groups come out, for the special needs classes and stuff like that. And it's really amazing to see them and the benefits that therapeutic riding can give them.
That's awesome. So how many years has this been established?
We're working into our second year as being a therapeutic riding center. The farm has been there for over 30 years, and it's been, we have a doctor on staff, and but this is our second year into getting, the classrooms and the stuff like that, but we've been doing lessons and stuff like that for over 30 years. So it's well established. It's just we're trying to get our name out there and the nonprofit part of it bigger so that it can, get to where, because we don't turn anybody away. We have a big heart, and we try to make it to where everybody that comes to us can have a scholarship and stuff like that. And that's the reason for all of this, so that, we can cater to everybody.
Right. So you mentioned a doctor. So who else is involved in the program?
We have Dr. Marguerite Malone. She is the boss lady. She's a doctor. She's a staff psychologist who helps with the lesson plans and the therapy. And then we have Melanie Williams, and she is the barn manager and the instructor. She's in charge of, the lesson plans and the horses and stuff like that. So, we make a great team. We really, and we could not do any of this without all of our volunteers. There's too many to name, but we love you guys. But our main goal is to just make sure that everybody that comes to us has, a scholarship and can ride, and no matter what their needs are, we also are trying to get a PTSD program off the ground so that we can help soldiers that have, come back from war be able to cope, because, a lot of times they don't get what they need. And horse therapy is amazing for them. And so the research that we're doing for that is really picking up, and so we're probably going to start that next year. So we're looking forward to that too.
Yeah, well, I read something about that on your site there. What's the web address for your site?
It's at TROT, TROT, USA.org, and it has all of our information on there, and you can even meet our horses and stuff like that, and our staff, and see pictures of the therapy, as it happens, and a little bit of literature on the PTSD program.
Okay, so the veterans part, that really hasn't started yet, but it's coming?
Right, it's coming. We're still in the research stages to make sure that, we also have a professor that works at the University of Alabama that's doing a pilot program, kind of like a research with his students and stuff, trying to get that off the ground, to make sure that we are really educated in it and, know what we're doing and can make it happen. And but the research that we're doing, and the few that we have that are, kind of like our guinea pigs, is amazing. So we're looking forward to that.
Okay. So far in these past couple of years, you've mostly had kids, youth that have come out, or do you also have adults?
We also have adults. Yes, we have some adults who just come do groundwork with the horses. That's therapeutic for them. Me myself, I started out as a volunteer there, and I went there for my therapy. It was amazing. I could be having the worst day, and just with horses, you can be around them for 5 seconds, and everything's just so much better. But we have all the way from age 5 all the way to about age 56, I believe, right now as our clients. Just different things going on in their families. We have one whose daughter was in our program, and she wound up being a client as well, in a different, coming at a different time. So, and we can do both. We even have some parents that bring their children who do their therapy and their lessons, one with Melanie and one with Dr. Malone, and, different, settings and everything, so that you can kind of, because when you go to therapy as, like a child and a parent, it's easier if sometimes if they're separated, and you can kind of talk and even use the horses as a barrier so that you can, get the point across and get the therapy done.
Okay. All right. Then what about the reading program? What is that all about?
That is so exciting. We have a miniature pony. His name is Dee, and we have a mule whose name is Reed. And what we do is we go out to the schools and we take them with us, and we take a different book, depending on the child and the children in the classroom's age and stuff like that. Take a book that is on their age range, and the mule and the pony sit there and read with you. Obviously, they don't read, but child feels special. It's a kind of like a hands-on, makes reading more fun kind of thing, and we come out to the school and. And it just makes reading more fun for the kids because, even my children are like, oh, reading. It really, kind of brings out a different side of reading to them.
So do you deal with anything like dyslexia, or is it just regular reading programs?
Yes, we can go to a special needs class. We can go to a speech class, any kind of class that the school has. It doesn't matter. We can, do anything as far as reading goes.
Okay, and then something I found, found interesting was the nursing home and hospice program. What is that?
Dr. Malone does that. She goes to different nursing homes and takes our baby goats. I love them. And we have a little baby pig named Peter Pan that goes with her, and we have a little bitty it's almost like a Chihuahua Terrier mixed dog named Olivia that we take. And it is just amazing to see them light up. And you can see that on our website and our Facebook page, the pictures from it. Is so sweet. Because, some of those people don't have anybody that goes to see them. They, or they're just having a bad day. I'm sorry, but holding a baby goat makes anybody better. Because usually when our goats have babies, we try to help and bottle feed them so they get, humanized, I guess you can kind of call it, but they, so they love to snuggle, up with you and all that stuff. But the pig has been a huge hit. It is hilarious because he follows Olivia the dog around the nursing home, and people can hold him and he'll snuggle and grunt and oink, and it's just, it's therapy for them as well when she goes to see her clients there. So it's fun.
That's awesome. So, obviously you mentioned before, a lot of this program takes money to run, and you need fundraisers. So you have 2 big events coming up, and the first one is October 10th, which is your Trot the Trails at Tannehill, right? Tell us more about that one, because that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, we're so excited about it. On October 10th, we're having a trail ride at Tannehill State Park. The park has graciously allowed us to ride on the Forever Wild Trail that day, which it's closed to the public. They used to have it where you could go ride horses there. Well, they closed that part. So the trail is beautiful. It is amazing. So it's an amazing opportunity to, help your community, help the horse community, ride on the trail that has been closed to the public, and the weather's supposed to be beautiful. We're having lunch that day. So it's from 9 to 1. So the ride leaves at 9, and it's about a 3 or 4 hour, give or take, a trail ride, you never know. And then when we get back, we're going to have live music with Mandy Ray. She sings like country folky type stuff, and we're going to have hamburgers and hot dogs and different sides. And then after that, we're going to have a s'mores bar with everything imaginable that you can put on a s'more. And we're going to have a cornhole tournament, and the cornhole boards have been decorated by our students with their hands, and it's so cute. If you look at our Facebook page, you can see the cats trying to help us decorate. I tried, stamping their hands in the paint and, putting little paw prints on there, and that did not work. So the cat just took off across the board, and then so it's very happily decorated, I would say that. And so anyway, in order to get into the cornhole tournament, it's $5 to buy into it, but whoever wins the boards. Okay. So they get to take it with them. But the trail ride is $20, and that includes all the lunch and the ride and all that good stuff. And just everybody needs to bring their coggins with them, and all that good stuff. But it's going to be a beautiful day, and the proceeds go to help, our horses. All of the munching horses that we have to feed. I do want to say that Tractor Supply has given us a discount on our food, so we want to say thank you for Thomas at Tractor Supply for that, because he has helped us out a lot in that too. And then, did you want to talk about the other fundraiser, or did you have some questions about this one?
Yeah, let's see. The question about this one was, if I can remember what it is. Is it at the Tannehill stables, or is it actually where they go? Do they drive into the park with their horse trailers?
Yeah, they drive into the park. You just take exit 100 off of 59, and you drive to the park's address. If you put it in your phone, whatever, and then you go into the gate, and the guard will tell you where to go, but you just go left, and we have a pavilion rented out, and Tannehill has graciously given us a huge discount on that, so thank you for that. And we have that rented out to cook and everything, and then right behind the pavilion is where we're going to park trailers and stuff like that, and then the trail is just right on the other side of the parking lot from that, so everything's just right there together.
So you've been down there probably for trade days. Is that where it is, down where trade days is?
I'm not sure. Where you go in at the gate, and then there's all the RVs and stuff right there in the little country store?
Right.
It's right to the left of that.
Okay, all right. So it's not even all the way down to the trade day section. Okay.
There woodsman festivities thing that day there too, so it's going to be, there's going to be a bunch of people there, so I think that's where that is, down there where you're talking about. Okay. Is where they're having.
Okay. Now that event is not Halloween related, right? But the next one is.
Right, yes.
Okay, all right. So tell us about that one.
On October 31st, we have a trick-or-treat with TROT at the Hueytown Saddle Club Arena. There'll be regular horse show classes, plus costume classes, and a trick-or-treat, face painting, and other fun games for the kids. It starts at 10 a.m. on Halloween. It's going to be a really huge, fun thing, because the kids can dress up, and they can dress their horses up, and there's a gift card for the winner of the costume contest, but you don't have to have a horse with your costume. But we're going to have, it's going to be so much fun. We're just going to have pumpkin carving and trick-or-treating, and we're actually taking our pony ride with us. So if you don't have your own horse to ride, you can, go over there and ride around on the ponies. But it's our other fundraiser, so please come out and see us. $3 gets you in the gate, and that includes everything. So you get to do all that fun stuff, and obviously you have to pay for your class if you enter into a class, but $3 is not a bad deal for a fun, Halloween themed day. But yeah, so the face painting, the pumpkin carving, trick-or-treating, the pony ride, and then the horse show, and all that good stuff, and then there'll be different vendors there, concessions and stuff like that, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome. So what do people need to do in advance? Do they need to register in advance, or do they just show up on any of those events?
They can if you prepay for the trail ride, it's only $15 instead of $20. So that, that's an incentive right there. We accept PayPal, and all you have to do is go on our Facebook, and all the directions and everything are on the event. Or you can just, the day of is fine for the either one. So okay. Yeah, you don't have to register anything. The show sheet for the horse show has been put on the event, so they can go on there and print that out if they want to, go ahead and have that ready, because I know it's easier to, if you know
right,
the show sheet beforehand.
Okay, so tell me the name again of the Facebook page.
It's Therapeutic Riding of Tuscaloosa. It's got a picture of Dee with a little blonde-headed girl reading a book for Reading is Delightful program.
Okay, and then the website again, just repeat that.
It's at trotusa.org, so it's TROTUSA.org.
Okay, and do you want to share any phone number or email?
Oh, yeah. Let's see, trot.usa@gmail.com or 205-331-6990. That's my phone number, and if I don't answer, just leave a message and I'll call you right back.
Okay. Well, Christy, thank you so much for joining me and telling me about this. It sounds like some really fun stuff coming up.
Yes, thank you so much, Rebecca. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Well, you'll have to come back again and tell us how it went.
Oh, we should. Thank you.
All right. For more information, you can go to alabamahorsetalk.com. Thanks for listening. Bye, Christy.
Bye, Rebecca.